Gets us going once more.
Well, both sides are eager to get going. Here's hoping that it's a good sign. Things are about to change. We need a little more life in this.
Rice. Rafinha. Well read, and the danger is averted. And the pass is intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Cross from Cancelo. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Borussia Dortmund clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
De Jong, spread it left. Crosses it in. That's a good cross in, and a good clearance out. And he's chosen to go back.
Well, to be honest, I think I would have done that too.
And the shot! Haaland! That is brilliant! He's got himself an absolute peach. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
A first breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Bellingham. Haaland being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they...
And a chance! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Look, we've all been there. Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment.
Gabriel gets over and intercepts. Now it's Haaland. Pass is coming off in quick succession here, and he's opted for the long pass. De Jong. Well, that looks a decent ball. Oh, a delicate chip through. You would think that now would be a good time to consider some changes.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Tchouaméni. And it's Valverde. And it's Valverde. That's a risky ball, you've got to say.
Turkey really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Bellingham.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Valverde. And here's Son Heung-min. Pinches it off him. Van Dijk. De Jong. So, what can they make of this?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And it's De Jong. Hoisted in. He's rising! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Substitution for Turkey.
They're up to 5 corners now.
Demarco. Number 12, Alexander Arnold.
Carreras
Number
gets
6,
it clear.
Chouameni. Number 5, Bellingham. Number 22,
McTominay
Federico Valverde.
gets his head on it! Well taken goal. And this is getting better and better. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and made it perfectly.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Borussia Dortmund are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that 2-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, again there's no way through. And it's Reinders. And here's Pedri, Højlund. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Szoboszlai. Hakimi. Szoboszlai. And this is Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
No surprise there. Can't be hesitant in those moments, Peter. Just allowed the defence to regroup and stop the attack.
He's had it taken off him. Saliba. And it's Hakimi. Yildiz. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Goes long and straight. And that is as far as it goes. Turkey were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning.
I'd like to draw your attention.
So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. We are just getting started. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Frankie de Jong is one of the most versatile midfielders in the game, capable of playing all sorts of roles, including even regista and centre-back. But he seems to see himself as a holding player, and his ability to distribute could well be key here.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. DiMarco. And here's Haaland. Oh, good take in a good area. Delivered low. And he's there to belt it away. De Jong. Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Haaland. João Cancelo. And that is expertly dealt with. Alexander-Arnold. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Vinicius Junior chasing after it. Bellingham. Valverde. And it's Dembele. And it's Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's in a great position here. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Haaland clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Bellingham.
It's not the game we were hoping for, Peter. I think both of these keepers could text about their respective uninvolvement.
Looking for the far post. De Jong. And here's Haaland. João Cancelo. Could move up a gear here. And Rafinha. Hakimi. Van Dijk. And it's Hakimi. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Now, can they get him away? Valverde. Now DiMarco. Strong running down that left flank. Looks to the other side. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Dembele. Now DiMarco. Dembele! That's the keeper's ball. De Jong. Nicely weighted ball. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bellingham. Good, strong midfield running here. Oh, well cut out. No margin for error there at all. Spread out to the left. DiMarco getting forward. Alexander-Arnold. Konate. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. DiMarco making good progress.
Now it's Dembele.
Chance for a shot! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
We're talking about creating a problem for yourself. OK, credit to good pressing, but that was entirely avoidable.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And he's heaved it away.
Van de Ven. And it's Dembele.
He's going for goal! Oh, that is outstanding! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And that is all they have time for. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. Turkey leading by one at the break.
Kindly remove any cars.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football. Plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Turkey looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. Back on the way then.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Haaland has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. João Cancelo. Rice.
Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Tchouaméni. And here's Haaland. And it's Bellingham. Oh, cracking ball. Shot a goal! Oh, he hit that sweetly.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
De Jong, Hakimi, and it's De Jong. This looks promising. Oh, nice touch. Van de Ven did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Good ball, good take. Gabriel.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Team still separated by the game's only goal.
And here's Haaland. Rice.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
And it's made its way to him.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
Rafinha. That should be the goalkeepers, and it is. Saliba, and it's Valverde. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And here's the chance to counter. And here's Haaland. Hakimi. Well, the manager might be thinking of shuffling his pack here.
Well, you would hope for some movement off the bench, Peter, knowing you get an extra sub in extra time.
And he's gone backward here. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Now it's Haaland.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Hakimi.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Courtois punts it upfield. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
Borussia Dortmund really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He is terrific effort. He's got a goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution for Turkey, number 32.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Number 5.
And it's Pedri.
Bellingham coming on the field.
Tries to punch. Can he finish?
Number 15.
And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
How decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if they were just one down as opposed to two.
Now it's Højlund. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Looking for options for movement. Oh, what has happened here? He has found a way through. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. Doué! Just not quite happening for him just now.
Borussia Dortmund really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Yildiz. Pedri. He can run onto that. He'll try from distance! Oh, that is beyond special! A worldie and a half! He's got himself an absolute peach. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing.
Well, I don't want to be over...
Can he finish? Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. This day becomes just about within shooting range. He's put his foot right through that one.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Yildiz. Just eases him off the ball. Now it's Højlund. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, strongly challenged there. Knocks it into space.
And the referee brings it to a close.
Turkey can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Haaland taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Turkey definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked, whether it was link-up...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, I can tell you, I'm truly delighted to join you, Peter, and thank you very much for that.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Things already rolling. Bellingham. The ball has bounced loose now. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner.
Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
It's off target and by quite a way.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Valverde. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Valverde. Haaland.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And he's picked out the run.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Turkey have had plenty of possession, but few, if any, genuine chances. This is De Jong. Saliba. Rafinha. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Di Marco. And it's Di Marco. And Alexander-Arnold. Konate. Now Saliba. And it's Di Marco. And it's Di Marco. And he plays one through. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Oh, that's nice. So it's going to be another corner. Corner number 3 coming up. Backward it goes. And a shot! Rafinha. Borussia Dortmund have the chance to go the other way. Not the most accurate pass.
They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
Now it's Haaland. Oh, nice touch. And he welcomes it in. Has a look and plays it forward. Di Marco. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vinicius Junior, and here's Haaland. Can he get it through? Out towards the flank. João Cancelo making good progress. Konate with the clearance. Tchouaméni. And here's Rafinha. Dembele. Bellingham. That's good running with the ball. Tries to pass it through. It's a sweeping cross. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Looking for options for movement. And here's Rafinha. This one tries a shot! Goal! Borussia Dortmund!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Bops him off it and wins back the ball. Saliba did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Now it's Rice. Knocks it into space. Tchouaméni, and that is a little undercooked. Hakimi spots it and intercepts. And it's De Jong. De Jong showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And that's a good ball. Oh, well played, well played. That's the end of the first 45. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Turkey trailing by the tightest of margins at half-time.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half.
Turkey can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Haaland did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. He's had it taken off him. Valverde. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Haaland! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 4 coming up here. Gabriel tries to clear. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. And now they can spring out of defence. And here's Dembele. Van Dijk, tidy with his distribution. And that is out of play. Van Dijk. Gabriel. And it's Cancelo. João Cancelo. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And a header! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, it really shouldn't be allowed to happen again. It needs to be dealt with at source.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Vinicius Junior will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Rafinha. Cross deflected behind for a corner.
Substitution for Turkey, number 5.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Federico Valverde, number 32, Demarco. Coming on the field.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Yudis, number 13, Szoboszlai, number 14.
He's having a pop!
Substitution in progress.
Tchouaméni.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity. Borussia Dortmund are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Haaland being watched hawkishly here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Yildiz. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he goes cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Soboslai. And into the grateful arms of the keeper.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Dembele, Haaland. Gabriel deals with that comfortably.
Turkey truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Carreras. The message is clear, none shall pass. Doué. And he's picked out the run. He has a look up.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Now, that pass isn't the best. De Jong. Yildiz. Driving on and making good progress. Soboslai. Goes for a shot!
Substitution for Turkey, number 9, Erling Haaland. Number 12, Alexander-Arnold.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Coming on the field, number 20.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is
Number
that simple.
18,
The final
Son
5 minutes.
Number 42, Hewland. Substitution.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Borussia Dortmund nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now that looks a decent
minutes
ball.
has been indicated.
Reinders has the space to scheme. Getting up there! It's a goal! And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind.
That's that, the end. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. We're up and running then.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Virgil van Dijk. He's just about...
Oh, good effort! Oh, it rattles the bar! Rice, and now the breakaway. Lofted in, tries to get it clear. And it's Cancelo. Crosses it in. Oh, good climb! Caught offside that time. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Little pass back. Real chance! Goal! Turkey! And Turkey take the lead. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Borussia Dortmund finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Bellingham. This is a promising build-up. Probing pass. Great vision, and here's Bellingham. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Rafinha. Looking for the run. Alexander-Arnold cuts it out. Dimarco. Turkey are looking to break at pace. Oh, it's Dembele. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Turkey very much in the ascendancy and with a goal to their name. Rice, can he get on the end of this? Really fierce, close defending. Rafinha. João Cancelo finding himself in... And a header! And no mistake! Borussia Dortmund back on level terms. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Yeah, but I think most of the credit has to go for the ball into the box, Peter. Just came in at the perfect time and the perfect angle.
We're looking at a different game now.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
That has been cut short. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. And here's Vinicius Junior. Can he get it through? Gabriel. Chance here to counter. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And it's Cancelo. It's a promising position. Rice. That has been slung wide. Hangs in a cross. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. He's having a hit! He's done very well to get to that.
De Jong actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Saliba clears it away. Well, that's a little loose. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Tchouaméni. And here's Dembele. Rafinha. Rafinha. Vinicius Junior receives it in a good position here. João Cancelo picks it up out wide. He leaps for it! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Threads one in, and here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Added time.
Cross from Cancelo. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, they've got it again. And for the first half, that is that. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. And how are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's been a decent game so far, Peter, although I think in the next 45 minutes we could do with the ball being moved around quicker with a view to trying to entice their opponents out of position. I don't think there'll be a mad rush to do that just yet.
Well, they've gone toe-to-toe for those 45 minutes, and at half-time the score is 1-1. The second half then, just getting going. Hakimi made a surge from full-back, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Gabriel. This is De Jong. And here's Rafinha. And here's Vinicius Junior. Spread it left. That's good running with the ball. And he whips. Terrific effort! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
And yes, it's him again. Borussia Dortmund leading now.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or even better, can they get another?
And it's De Jong. Haaland being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Valverde. Turkey really looking to get back into this at the start of the second half. And here's Haaland.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Tries to get it clear. Can they get him away? And it's Hakimi. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that was vital. And that was very necessary. Dembele.
Turkey may only be one behind, but they're showing much in terms of threatening parity.
Moved on forwards. And here's Rafinha. Gets a good foot in there. Borussia Dortmund have a free kick.
Substitution for Turkey.
So a chance here, what can they make of it? This the perfect chance to extend the advantage.
Number 12, Alexander Arnold. Number 22, Federico Valverde. Number 6, Chouameni. Coming on the field, number 8, Yudes. Number 14, number 15, Hakimi. Number 13,
He went for the curler.
Szoboszlai. Number 42, Hewland. Substitution in progress.
Højlund. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Turkey are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Dembele's delivery. Good read, needed to be.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And that is expertly dealt with. Oh, that's a great run he's made from deep. Hakimi plays it across. Towering header! And another try! And a neat finish! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line. He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Big chance!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And here's Dembele, looking for the far post.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Now that's a lovely exchange. Great chance! Goal! With so little time left, grandstand finish. An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
Substitution for Turkey, number 9.
So we have movement on both benches. Turkey give
replace
themselves a
him
chance of a
number
fairy tale
20,
finish.
Turk.
Well, who's under pressure now?
Substitutions
It's
taking
going to
place.
require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And no, that was never going to make it. Nicely shaped ball.
Borussia
There will be
Dortmund
3
really
minutes
wanted
added
that
time.
two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
And the pass is intercepted. McTominay. That's that, the end. Turkey can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, in all honesty, Peter, this would have been seen as a...